Welcome to the Reloading Podcast here on the Firearms Radio Network. Tonight we're presented by Patriot Patch Company and 4patriots.com. Tonight we have a special guest, but we'll get to him in a minute. First off, hey Sharenda.
Hey Mike.
What'd you do this weekend?
Oh my God, I had a wonderful weekend at Go Wild, the women's weekend that I have been amping y'all up about and MIA about for the last, I don't know how many months. We slotted 75. We had to open up a few slots. We had like 80 women out.
Nice.
We had women coming from New York, California, which I was uber shocked about that. And I was not the only brown sugar there.
Nice.
That warmed my heart. I met 5 other amazing Black women there, and we are all meeting up next month to go do something. So
awesome.
I was excited about that. We had some pretty cool guest speakers out there. There's going to be a little video blip on the Wilderness Instagram account, so I won't bug y'all, and y'all can go out there and take a look at all the fun we had. But there was stained glass, astronomy making, soap tinctures, hunting, kombucha. I came home with the booch. We had so many classes. I can't even remember all of them. I'm still detoxing. I came home Sunday, went to work Sunday night. It still looks like Bass Pro threw up in here.
Sweet.
It was our third one. It was our biggest one. We had a lot of repeats, a lot of new people, and we're already had people plotting on where's the next one going to be at because we're changing locations. So we've outgrown where we're at.
Cool.
Oh, and Tyler, thank you for the Alpen donations for the silent auction. I was going to send you an email, but I'm just going to announce it on the show. The silent auction is covering 2 scholarship slots next year, and I think some gear that'll be bought to give out at some other classes. So
Cool.
two women that'll get to come out there. There was a bidding war on the binos, which is kind of cool because nobody even asked questions. They were like, Sharenda has a pair, and I was like, yes, and the war began. Like if I got it, then they figure, oh, she already field tested it. It's good. So
it's awesome.
Yeah. And
You're obsessed with this thing.
unfortunately, y'all, this is not mine. Another pro staffer has let me borrow their thermal monocular.
So you know how many modes that thing has?
Yes, I do.
How many modes does it have?
It has, off the top of my head, I want to say 9, but I think there's more than that. How many?
6.
6. Okay, I was close. Yeah. Did y'all know that trees emulate heat at night?
Mm-hmm.
You know how I know that? Because I got to play with this.
So she was deer hunting.
No. I mean, I was, but I wasn't. I was just sitting on my porch looking at my cabin, seeing what was out there. And
yeah,
that's called moonlighting.
Yeah.
Not if you don't have a bow or a firearm and not in camo and yeah. This is pretty sweet. Rechargeable.
You're gonna get gonna get the cops called on you, some peeping Tina or something like that.
Oh gosh, my neighbors know that all my optics gets dad bob tested because dad bods need love too. So I'm gonna peek at them and make them feel good as they're walking down the streets in the afternoon when I'm working from home.
Lord of mercy.
Really, she's been using it to hunt deer.
That's what she says.
I know, but she has been because
No.
she's got this permit to go shoot deer inside of the town.
You know how that's not true? Because I have yet to get a freaking deer. I have not successfully harvested a deer in
that's
archery
because
season
you have to let all the bucks go by because of the damn dope. You got to shoot
Yes.
first.
Yes,
Okay.
I haven't. Disclaimer for anybody that's been following along with it. I have 2 special permits to hunt in the city and the parks and recs because our population is out of control, and you can't harvest a buck until you get a doe. Well, the does are smarter than the bucks, and all I see is bucks. Bucks, bucks, bucks. I've had bucks 20 yards in front of me, couldn't do jack. The
Sharonda, after
does
this
are
weekend,
60
it's gonna
yards out.
change.
Huh?
It's going to change after this weekend.
Oh, I know.
We're going to be at freezing this weekend, so it's going to change.
Mhm. Well, my permits are going to change too. If I don't harvest anything by Sunday, then this one park I'm hunting at, that's it. But
Saturday morning, get out Saturday morning if you can, because there's also a front moving in the afternoon.
yeah, I'm gonna try to get out there, and then I have another permit that starts in November. Problem with that one is it's 3,000 acres.
That's it.
And it's and there's only 20. It's a lot. I don't mind the walking. There's only 20 of us hunters that got permits out there, which is great.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still 3,000 acres. It's gonna be hard to try to figure out
Where they are.
Fill your
And-
pockets. Fill your pockets with corn and go out there for a couple of weeks ahead of time.
Funny. I'm going out there Saturday to look around. And I'm gonna be hunting from a saddle too. So I will be hunting Swope Park. Y'all should Google Swope Park in Kansas City, also known in the hood as Murder Mountains. Back in the day, it was pretty sure it was a mob dump, but it's a beautiful park now.
Not confirm nor deny this.
It was, pretty typical to walk through that park and see, body here or there, but it's a beautiful park. But 3,000 acres. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself. 3,000 acres.
What you need to do, I don't know if you can you use drones in Kansas while hunting?
I don't know. Seeing as how I don't own one, I've never bothered to look into that.
Sharonda, can you hunt down by the river?
Yes.
Well, there you go.
hmm There's also lakes up in there too.
3,000 acres. There ought to be some kind of water there.
Yeah. There's also people's yards that bump up.
And a golf course?
And a golf course and a bike trail. I'm telling you, they're not bothered by humans out there. The problem is figuring out.
So they're more than likely by.
And a zip line.
And a zoo.
Ow.
And a zoo.
Oh, don't go near
And
the
a pool.
zoo. You don't want to shoot you got to shoot the deer, not the zoo animals. So, oh, that thing's huge.
Yeah.
It's actually 2 golf courses.
Mhm.
Good luck.
I'm gonna have fun.
I'll be there with you in spirit.
It's all gonna be fun.
That's all with a bow, right?
Yeah. Oh, and the string broke on my crossbow while I was in the middle of hunting. Good thing I had a backup to borrow. That was hilarious. So that's in the shop. And as it broke, and my sweet little church going sweetest lady on the planet is sitting there next to me, and she looks over at me and she goes, "Well, I guess you're gonna have to quit being a insert curse word for the word cat and pull out your compound bow." And me looking at her like, did she just call me a so
Dang, church lady calling you out.
she did.
Dang.
I'm still feeling it.
Wow.
So I'm gonna have to use my compound bow, which means I'm gonna have to.
You have to get it
let 'em
sighted
come
in now.
It's sighted.
It's
I got
sighted
good
now?
groupings. I just haven't shot it sitting down or hanging from a tree. Ken Brown, no, but there are plenty of pawpaws and persimmons and acorns. So I do.
Persimmons are good.
Yes, they are. Pawpaws are good too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, my Onyx probably has more pawpaw pins than Hunt's.
My grandmother used to call them.
Not gonna lie.
The only suggestion I could give you is walk the banks of the river
Hmm.
and look for trails because they're coming for water.
Yeah,
So-
I do plan. I'm gonna plan. I have to go deeper because the problem out at Swell Park, it's a walk. They've made humans have made trails and
Mhm.
bike trails, and the deers are using those. Well, we can't hunt on the trails, obviously, and
Why not? Put your blind right in the middle of the trail.
yeah, we were
Are you
Actually-
You still
one of
using
those-
that sling steed?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep.
Get one of those layout blinds for geese hunting. One of them walks by, you pop up and go, ha ha!
Freak them out. Freak 'em out.
There you go. Jim, what you been up to?
I've been working on making some preps to do some casting.
Sounds like fun.
It'll be hot. I'll be casting zinc.
There
What
go.
you loading for?
What's that, Shrinda?
What you casting for?
Handgun. I might.
In other
I might be casting some from my rifles too, my 30 caliber rifle, because I have iron molds for that.
Ew.
There you go, Andy, and blame it on that guy right there. It's on the screen right now. We'll give him a blue star. He probably can't see it.
I was just getting ready to say, isn't it his fault?
It's Andy's fault. Absolutely, the zinc doctor. That too, Mr. LOUD. 40 short and weak. My favorite handgun caliber.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
No,
I
I'm
gotta get around to
thinking-
doing that for the show sometime.
You know what? I got a tablet here that can record video.
There you go.
I'll make sure that there's no firearms present.
Videos you can have firearms present. It's the live streams they have the problem with.
Ah, my
So-
bad. My bad.
Yeah, Andy, it's finally Jim is also getting ready to reload. So that's the other thing.
You'll have that too. It'd
Uh,
be interesting to see how that stuff behaves in my rifle.
yeah. You're gonna slug the
I've
bore
shot
first.
lead
or you-
to it before. I've run lead to it before. Didn't do too bad. But you know, the more you push it, the bigger the groups get. When they can't keep them on the on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, 100 yards, I'm not interested. Like Townsend Whalen said, only accurate guns are interesting.
So
Oh, Andy said don't show casting on the tube either. Or they
Yeah,
they
you're
being
right, Andy.
buttheads about that.
You
oh
got
yeah,
a point.
because we're making bullets.
He's got a point because they took down one of my casting where I was actually casting bullets directly. They took
Yeah.
down one of my videos quite a while back. Shender, you were in the admin group back then when I started whining about it
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago.
So Andy79Z28 said size the bullets to the caliber. No need to size larger on zinc.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
So
What about lube, Andy? I'll probably use, if I lube it, I'll probably use liquid Alox.
remember, it goes on the bullets, not down your throat, Jim.
Yum. Smells like undercoating. Liquid Alox has actually got one of the principal ingredients of good old fashioned undercoating in it. You can tell by the aroma, not
said no
odor,
lube.
aroma.
Powder coat.
Well, that's what Paul said, but Andy said no lube. So,
No lube. Okay.
so Ray, what you been up to?
Being that I'm not on the road for the last couple weeks, been trying to get my fall cleaning done. Got all the furniture off the deck and all the bushes pruned and get that all cleaned up. And been doing a bunch of brass prep, doing that, and some minor gunsmithing and a little bit of everything.
Fun.
Yeah. I think next time I'm out at Nick's, I think we're going to go to try out one of the new ranges out there and get him shooting. Because I don't think, how long's it been since you shot, Nick?
Shot the weekend we were back, but before that, so
That's
not
right.
since I moved.
Yeah. So,
Which one y'all gonna go to?
Parma Woods.
Parma Woods, try it.
That
Is the
Missouri
missus coming up? The missus coming up.
Yeah, she'll be back. She'll be back with me.
Is she gonna go with y'all?
Shooting, probably not.
Oh, gosh, I gotta get y'all wives to start coming out. Thanks.
I need to get with you, Shrinda. Do you have a 380 by chance?
I can check the safe. I want to say I do.
Or at least an access to like a 380 easy?
I know I have access to one, but I'll check my safe. I can't remember if I sold mine or if it's just buried.
Okay.
So Nick, since you're talking, what you been up to?
Not a ton. Work's been getting pretty busy again. Did some brass prep as well. Deprimed and basically deprimed a lot of 30-06 and was experimenting with playing some 30-06 to 7.7 Jap, and I had to use our fun little tool of a RCBS case removal, and this one will not come off. It is on this thing. So, yeah, that's going to be fun. I got to play with that and try to get that off. So,
What is it stuck in?
so it's stuck in the case. I cannot loosen that threaded bolt.
Nick,
It is.
Nick, maybe I can help you with that.
Pair of channel locks. You're on it.
Yep, done it all.
So plan B, how much is the replacement part?
The kit's only $25.
Oh, come on. Grow some you know what and wrench it
Hey.
out of there.
You can't get it. There's no way. I know that. So
Bet you. How much you want to bet?
You got an impact wrench?
no,
Hey Nick, send it up to me.
No.
I'll get it taken care of.
I need to get a new drill bit set. I need to get my impact sets. So, but
Well, you forgot to mention your latest purchase.
oh yeah, I bought a gun last Thursday. So haven't even seen it.
Oh, you bought your first one as a resident that can walk in and just buy
no.
one, huh?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I probably have 8 in the safe over here that have already done that.
Yeah, I know.
No, this was a auction up in Iowa. Had a Egyptian Hakim. I've been looking for one for a while, and I got a really good deal on it. Haven't heard anything from the auction company or the shipping center, which I'm hoping I don't hear anything tomorrow. I'm hoping it's either Thursday or Friday they get a hold of me because I'm not here this weekend. And if it gets delivered, you have to sign for it, and I won't be here. And sometimes they just leave them on the front porch. So,
Well, if they do that, I won't be out of town this weekend. I can swing by and grab it for you because I'll be out that way.
my sister lives 4 minutes away, so
Okay.
so she could literally run over, and if it's one of those things, say they do ship it on Saturday, it comes in on Saturday, she could always come over here, sit for a few hours. If it comes in the morning, sign for it, go home.
What'd you
So,
get again? A pistol or a rifle?
This was a rifle, so
Rifle,
it's a stain
modern
on.
or mil
Oh no,
serp?
it's a mil serp. I can have it shipped right to my front door. So
Okay.
Explain what it is.
So it's what's called an Egyptian Hakim. So it's based off the Swedish AG-42 Youngman, which is a true direct gas impingement, where it truly directs the gas. Everybody says an AR is a direct gas impingement. Yes and no. The Hakim, Egyptian, and Rashid are true direct gas impingements. So
What
it
caliber?
truly directs the gas back, and it's a 8mm Mauser, semi-auto, 10-round internal box mag. If you think Garand thumb is bad, look up Hakim thumb. Yeah.
Are you going to use that at Parma?
Oh yeah, I'll shoot that at Parma.
How much
They have-
can if I go in on the ammo, can I give it a couple of squeezes?
Sharinda, you want to know how much 8mm Mauser ammo I have sent around? I probably got, not even counting, probably 8,000 rounds sitting at this house right now.
Okay,
Of 8mm
well,
Mauser,
what do you
so-
want to trade for me to go ahead and just dump about 10 through?
I don't care.
Okay.
Literally, I got plenty. I'm not even gonna notice it disappeared. Dad knows what I mean. You're not even gonna notice it. So, but no, yeah, it's a fun gun because it's got a nice big muzzle brake on the end. I've shot one before, very light recoiling. So super fun gun. So it actually finishes the family line. So they had the AG-42B was the first one developed, which was by the Swedish government. They made those from 42 till 45. Then they sold the machinery to Egypt in the 50s, and they made the Hakim, chambered that in 8mm because they had a lot of surplus 8mm. And they made that up until 1959, 1960, I believe. And then at that point, there was the rising communists was starting to happen, and they developed their own SKS style mixed with the direct gas impingement system known as the Rashid, and that's chambered in 7.62 by 39. So now I have all three of those, and I think it's kind of cool how you can follow the family line. Those were all made on the same tooling throughout the years. So, yeah, and they only made about 8,000 of the Rashids, so they're not very common. But
How'd you look up on that auction?
yeah, it's one of those things. I search auction houses all the time. I use an auction website called HighBid, and I'll just search it every so often. And I find this auction up in Iowa, in a super small town, and I'm like, it's cheap. I'll watch it. And it was day of auction. It stayed dirt cheap, probably like $300, $400 under what they go for normally. Is what I got it for. So
Cool.
but
Very nice.
It's an interesting gun.
it is. They're very interesting. They're very cool. Like I said, it's a true direct gas, and it truly, if you look at how that works, it truly goes up through somewhat of like a gas block and directs the gas back. There's no piston. It's a true, they're very cool.
It is gas adjustable.
Yep, yeah. This one actually has an adjustable gas system. Uses a little, almost like what you call pizza shape. It's shaped like a little piece of pizza, and you use a little tool, and you can adjust the gas system, and so
Nice.
Very cool. So, Paul, what you been up to?
Would you believe Starline came through and finally delivered me 1,000 pieces of 38 super brass?
Nice.
So
Yeah, I
now
heard they finally started shipping a bunch of stuff.
yeah. So I am in the process of getting ready to start putting that together. So that's been my thing because it's been last couple weeks have been getting all the pistol stuff reloaded. So
Yeah.
yep. So that's been it.
Sweet.
Who's got
I'll,
the hamster wheel going on? Do y'all hear that, or is that just me?
I don't hear anything.
Okay.
I hear it.
That's Mike. I'm sorry to tell you.
Yep.
That's the dog rolling the bowl out to his next hiding spot.
Awesome. Stupid headset. All right, so I'll just stay muted unless I'm actually talking. So all I did was try to sell a shotgun press and then get shafted.
Oh.
So
What press?
one of my 9000G that's missing some pieces. It's not missing much, but so I'd originally posted it on eBay as parts not working because they have categories now, and you can't just put used if it's not fully functional. But when I was posting it, it got switched over to used by eBay. Some schmuck out of New York bought it. Obviously, didn't bother to look at the pictures or the description that says not complete. Gets it and then decides he wants to return it. And because it was underused and not parts are not working,
You
eBay
can't.
said I had to return it.
Yeah.
So I'm out $87 in shipping
Ooh.
Oh heck no.
because the guy's a schmuck. He's buying a 9000G for $250 and he's not smart enough to realize, oh, there's something with this.
Something's wrong.
Yeah. And then he said he went and looked to see what the parts, he couldn't get the handle back on, which the handle's made to come off. So he's a schmuck for that. And then he said that the parts he was looking at were the couple of parts that he looked at on Mech's website were over $400. So for $900, I can just get a new press. I'm like,
Then get after it.
yep. So yeah, I got shafted $87.
Ugh.
So,
Lord.
so no more eBay. eBay can get bent.
Yeah. Really?
Serious.
Yeah.
I'm not using eBay ever again. So, and it's ridiculous. I called eBay. I've jumped through all the hoops to finally actually get a live person to talk to at eBay, and they said, "Oh, we don't refund shipping." So,
New York should have been the first flag.
well, I didn't have a choice because it was the bid. So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If it was a bid, then yeah.
yeah. So,
And that's the other thing is if the individual uses PayPal, then PayPal's going to fight tooth and nail for the buyer.
For them. Yeah.
yeah. So,
The heck with the supplier, but they don't care.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, won't be using eBay anymore.
Don't use eBay. Don't use PayPal.
Oh,
Either one. Nope. Nope.
Facebook Marketplace, cash in hand, you're done.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
and
That and the
don't-
frustrating thing is I posted my old cell phone to sell. And the only hits I had on it was 3 people who were obvious scammers. So,
Can you ship it to me? I need to look at it. No.
yeah, no.
No.
So, 6-pack project. Actually, PayPal is no longer eBay. They split.
Yeah. But they're still just as bad.
So, but
Yeah. When that, you get some people that offer, or you can buy this through PayPal, nope, sorry. I'll do whatever I can not to support PayPal and not to support eBay.
yep. So, but yeah. So that's been my week. So Tyler.
Oh, crud.
Ah.
My turn.
Tell us a little bit about you.
Your turn in the barrel, Bubba.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Well, my name's Tyler. I am in Springdale, Arkansas, which is close to Sharinda, since she is in Missouri, the great state of misery. I work for a company called Explore Scientific, but I mainly work in the sports optics side of it, which is Alpen Optics. Alpen Optics has been around for, we might as well just call it an even almost 30 years. They mainly started out in the West Coast, mainly for bird watching and stuff of that nature. They got word of mouth type of deals, and that's how they grew and prospered for what they were. Long story short, one of the owners got sick. They were a husband and wife combo. They're doing better now, but they just, at that point, they decided to retire because they were in the older ages. We acquired Alpen Optics, the name, the trademark, and some of the licensing back in 2016, 2017. And we started selling Alpen Optics along with newer product lines within Alpen back in 2018, 2019. And we've been hitting it off ever since, obviously to this day, because that's why I'm here. So I don't know if you want more about me, because there ain't much to go about. Not.
Well, what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? You can see over here by this little thing, that's a telescope. If I'm not doing anything with sporting optics or hunting, I do telescope, astrophotography, astronomy type stuff. I've always been fascinated with the stars. I like looking up in the stars and seeing just the different stuff, and always wondering, what if there's something out there, will it ever, I mean, I'm not saying that there possibly is something out there. It's just a what if type of scenario. So I joined with Explorer Scientific in Alpen back about almost 4 years ago now. So, and I've been stuck ever since. But they supply my hobby, which is not a bad thing, in my opinion. 37 years old, retired military vet, military police. So some people say I'm an a-hole. I don't know why, but she's at the bottom of the screen. She calls
Dear
me.
God, we let an MP on the show? Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know what?
Shame on us.
When I met Tyler in person, did I ask you first, or did you volunteer if you were in the military?
I think I voluntold.
And I was like, yeah, I figured as much. It's like, it explains a lot, because military people are a special kind of asshole.
We are. We got to
That's
deal
right,
with all
we
these
are.
special kind of people that are out in the world. So we have to be.
Welcome to the show, Tyler. Truly, really,
Thank you.
truly, from the bottom of my heart.
Sharenda, I resemble that remark.
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Trying to get me to spend $40,000 on a Craig off on a sale.
But no, Alpen does sporting optics, so we do rifle scopes, spotting scopes, binoculars, any range that you can think of. We have expensive high-end stuff all the way down to entry level. Now, what I mean by entry level, less than $100. Heck, some of them are less than $50. So you can do bird watching, you can do hiking, advanced hunting, but just exquisite glass. We just acquired Vixen as far as distribution, and if you've never picked up a Vixen rifle scope, you need to, because the reason why I like them so much is it's Japanese glass. If you've never had a chance to look through Japanese glass, you will be awed and amazed. And the eye relief is crazy. And one of our top end of the lines of the Alpen scopes is Japanese glass. And that's my one tried and true that I've used countless and countless of times. But that's a little bit about me and a little bit about Alpen. So yeah, that's about it. And what are the questions that you wonderful gentlemen and ladies, or lady, have? Crickets. Love it.
Well,
That was being nice and let everybody else go first.
I'm trying to give him a break, because I stay in
You
his
call
email.
me constantly.
I do. I mean, you wanted a woman's perspective. I come with all the perspective.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, earlier we were talking about your spotting scopes,
correct.
and
I love mine.
I was kind of wondering if you were going to come out with a fixed eyepiece, and you're starting to think about a bayonet type mount.
If there's a way to manipulate the eyepiece, and I mean, because the body doesn't have to change, so the molding's not changing a whole lot. So you're just creating another mold that has just a bayonet eyepiece. Eyepieces are already removable anyway. So if there's a way that we can bayonet it or thread it on at a fixed power, 25, 30, 35, whichever one that you want, I think that there's a market for it, because like I was telling you, Paul, earlier, is the last SHOT Show, we did have some individuals asking about reticled spotting scopes, which I knew they were out there, but I've never physically seen one, because I've never used one. But yeah, it's definitely a growing thing that we need to look into for sure, especially for competition shooters. We've had a lot of people asking about changing the reticles for Christmas trees and other sorts for mainly competition shooters. But we haven't had enough of a market where we are in Arkansas to justify it. But there's always room to grow into a different category for somebody else.
Reticle spotting scope makes a lot of sense, because 2 MOA on the spotting scope is going to be equal to 2 MOA in the rifle.
That is true. That is true.
And you also have the ability with a bayonet type mount to change back to a zoom if you need it.
Yeah.
And but a lot of shooters want to sit down and say and stay at one power, say 30 or 35 or whatever, and be able to read distances at that.
It makes sense because then you don't have to look through more glass, which a little more glass you look through, it muddies the image and it's not as clear as it once was, especially with a fixed eye relief or fixed focal point. So maybe it actually lowers the cost because you're not introducing more glass into the objective, essentially.
Then I'm going to hit you with one that is really way out in left field.
All right.
Binocular spotting scope.
That's beyond the left field. You're out of the park.
Oh, it's there. I mean,
I believe you. I believe you, but I mean, why do
you have two eyepieces that come together through the one scope?
Yep.
So you don't have what the biggest thing that people have with spotting scope is
the one eyepiece.
Eye strain.
That too. So there's a thing in the telescope world that's called a binoviewer, and it's literally same make and model. I mean, you'd have to figure out how to manipulate it for a spotting scope, but it's 2 eyepieces with 1.25 slot that you can just throw in a telescope. But it's the same, but you get your IDP set by just moving the things in and out. That way you don't have eye strain. So that's another interesting one that you've told me about, Paul. You're not supposed to make my brain hurt. Sharonda doesn't enough.
Hey. Paul has you spending more money on stuff, though.
Can Paul get that in a trifocal?
I'm sorry.
That's funny.
Actually, what I want to see is somebody make a factory option for putting your cell phone onto your spotting scope.
Tell me about it.
So there's a couple of things that are already out there again, I'm going to mention the telescope world again. There's a group called Celestron out there that has an eyepiece holder. It's basically a physical clamp. And you can clamp over your said eyepiece and put your cell phone on it and adjust the X-axis and the Y-axis to align your 15 different lenses, whichever one decides to kick in, to take a picture of whatever you want to look at.
Is that your preferred brand or is that the top brand?
That's just what it's out there. Why try to reinvent the wheel when it's already there?
Hard part about using a cell phone on a scope is that you're looking at the cell phone this way. What we need is a cell phone mounted this way so we can look through the eyepiece this way.
Okay.
I know. There we go again.
No, you're good. I'm just reading chat too. I know you guys have more questions than that.
Oh.
No thermal questions, no.
Well, we were going through thermals with Sharonda and we can't get them yet. I mean, we're...
Hold on. So, yeah, I had to actually sweet talk another pro staffer out of this one. My lighting's not that great. Can y'all see this one? This is, Tyler, what's this one?
That's the 35 millimeter.
35 millimeter?
Yep.
Look how small this is.
Well, that's why it's a 35 millimeter. You should have gotten a 50.
Yeah. No, no.
We have a 54.
Yeah, I don't want the bigger one. I'm not trying to carry big bulky stuff in on my fanny.
That's the thing. It's just the objective lens that changes. Everything
Yeah,
else
but
body wise stays the same.
So
that's that much more snack space. That's
so
gotta be taken.
what's the pixelization on that?
That's a 384 by 284 or 210.
Okay.
Yeah. So what's the relation between Alpen and Bresser? Some manufacturers are just affiliated. It's the same manufacturer. So Bresser is Germany, Alpen's in America. That's it. It's the same manufacturer that does all the same stuff for us. It's just reskinned. That's it.
And then you're saying you have a rifle scope coming out.
We have a thermal
Thermal.
rifle scope. Yep. There's going to be 2 chip sensors on those. One's going to be a 384. It's that 384 sensor, and then the 684 sensor on the other one. Yeah.
684.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's getting some definition now.
You're getting your more definition. It's going to have 30 reticles, so you get options to choose your reticles.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's got 6 different modes. You got a black hot, white hot. I call it predator mode, but it's your normal color and it just lights up everything. Red chrome, yellow chrome, and then I'm not entirely sure what this mode is. It changes everything into black hot, but anything that's hot, it lights up red. So I'm not.
Huh.
Yeah, it's a weird one.
So you guys think I'm crazy when I'm always asking about accessories. What
You are crazy.
accessories will be coming with that? Will it have the covers for the lenses? Will it have a neoprene or a soft cover to put over it? Does it have a special? Because I mean, Alpen makes some pretty sexy cases for
As
their
far as
product.
I know, I have not heard anything as far as accessories, mounting rings, or objective covers, sunshades. I have not
Yeah.
heard anything of that nature yet.
Well,
Haven't heard or just didn't ask yet.
Haven't heard.
Okay. 'cause
Questions
some-
have been asked, have not heard
Right.
an answer yet.
Cause sometimes men aren't nosy enough, and that's where we come in.
Well,
Okay.
thermal isn't the same as a nod, a light amplification system.
Yeah,
Which are really sensitive to light.
they are.
And people have to be careful with that stuff. But thermal's a little, you can use thermal in the middle of the day.
Day and night, doesn't matter.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, you made a good point, Paul, is if you like snow, for instance, you definitely get out more contrast of particular animal or whatever you're deciding to hunt that particular day or night. You'll definitely see it pop.
Right.
A whole lot more.
And especially when you start getting into the higher pixel counts, you're going to have better definition of what that animal is.
Correct. One of the beauty things about the thermal monocular and the rifle scope is it has the ability to take pictures. It has the ability to record if you're wanting to record something. One of the great thing, another good thing, it's in case you're out with a hunter, just your buddy, but he can't see. I mean, one of the main things is if you're locked in on something, you don't want to take your eye off of it because you'll lose it. So what does your buddy look at? Well, you can turn on the Wi-Fi function on that device and it'll broadcast just a signal, just a gateway essentially. And you can log into the app and your buddy can see what you're looking at. And you don't have to take your eye off the reticle.
On his phone. Okay.
Yeah. Phone, tablet, whichever.
Your devices sound like they have very serious practical military and LEO law enforcement.
They do. Some of the, and I've talked to local law enforcement around here, especially like local SWAT and some local PD detectives. They mainly want to talk or ask about is like clip-on units, something they can use for day and night purposes, because thermal scopes, they can be used for day and night theoretically, but if they get into certain situations and they can't see said things, they need to be able to quickly get to a normal rifle scope with lower power than compared to a digital screen.
Understood. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of why most LEs and LEOs and military still use regular nods.
Yeah.
Because of the definition that they can get with the object they're interested in.
Correct. Yeah. It looked like Patrick Serial had, what's the price on the rifle scope? So both of the rifle scopes, depending the 384, don't quote me, because less than $3,000 on one of them, and the other one's less than $4,000.
And there's a discount code.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the discount code. Looky there. And there's
I didn't.
Patrick, it's a lifetime warranty if you register the product. So if you drop it, your kids get a hold of it. You break it, you lose it. If you just literally call me and just send me an email, say, hey, I lost it, I broke it. Don't worry, here's your new one. Go on, get. We try to take care of the customer the best we can, and that's what Alpen had when they originally started, was a lifetime warranty. Now let me clarify some things on the lifetime warranty. If I'm trying to buy parts for a Model A Ford, some parts you just can't find. Those can't be replaced or fixed because they're no longer made. So if a binocular or a rifle scope or whatever is no longer being made, it's hard to get parts for them if they're no longer being made. So as long as that product is in manufacture and it's constantly being made, then we just replace it for free. But if it can't be replaced because we no longer make the parts, then we offer you a steep discount to get you back into an Alpen product. But if you buy a thermal rifle scope, just using it as a hypothetical here, you're covered no matter what. I lost the one I was about to order.
So let's back it up. You said if your kids lose it.
Well, I mean, hopefully people around here are pretty savvy. I know Sharenda's different, but she doesn't have kids either. But
I'm somebody's child that
you
just
are
so
somebody's
happens
child.
to be in possession.
If you break that, then I would replace it. No questions asked. Theoretically.
Except Sharenda. Sharenda always needs to have questions asked.
Oh, she gets the grilled 30 questions. Every time she calls, like, Sharenda, what do you want now? What do you
A
need?
conversation starts with, so hear me out.
Yeah. So I have this idea. No. Discount. Yeah, the reloads are great to know. Thanks for answering. What glass do they use, or is it your own? On which, I'm assuming the thermal rifle scope, the binoculars. Which one, Patrick?
Can you go through all of them?
Majority of them are Chinese glass. Majority. The Apex XP rifle scopes are Japanese glass. If you go to the website and look up 673LR, which is our range finding binoculars, they are ED glass. Still China, but ED. If you've never used an ED glass, I highly recommend you try it. They're great in low light conditions, and you would be amazed what you can see at a tree line, dusk or dawn. You can see a whole lot of stuff. The scope, that's a great question, Patrick. If you want to send Mike or Paul or Jim or Ray or Nick or Sharenda your email, and I'll get you that answer tomorrow. Because that's a great question that I still don't have the answer to that after I asked countless times.
Do you need me to get on the asking task? Because you know I'm good at being annoying with questions.
Oh, geez.
Mike's a fan. I can tell.
There's your affirmation.
Mike's a fan.
Quit harassing the poor guy.
Oh, that's an everyday. Ken Brown, what is ED glass? ED glass is called extra low dispersion. It's a type of coating they put on the lenses, and it just lets in a lot more light transmission for low light conditions. Low light conditions are from like dusk or dawn. Right now, it's completely dark, and it wouldn't be any good to see. A lot of telescope manufacturers use ED because it's just...
Everybody say hi to my wife. She's trying to find the missing Dog dish.
Missing bowl. Hi, wife. Missing bowl. No
It's at
problem.
SHOT Show.
It is that shot.
Miranda said it's at SHOT Show in Vegas.
If you let Mike go, I'll buy you a new bowl.
Oh, Lord. Lordy.
The dachshund trying to put the bowl in the dog food tray bin.
But that Ken's what's ED. It's just extra low dispersion. It's a type of coating. There's FMD, which is fully multi-coated. Not to be accused with ED that most elderly classes. Correct. That is correct. Not that ED. That bad ED. That was a bad ED. That is a bad one. Oh, Lord. I love this place already.
As somebody asked me to describe this place this one day, and I simply said, it's like we're sitting around the corner bar having our conversation.
Yep.
Freaking zoo.
It's a good zoo.
It is.
Why do you think we've been here 9 years?
Do you guys carry crossbow scopes? So technically, depending on if you're wanting to go with red dot style D-dub, or if you're wanting a fixed, like a 4x32. I know it's a little much for a crossbow. But again, it just depends on what you're specifically looking for. And if it's got a rack and penny or pick and tinny system, or any other.
So on the Apex XPs, it says smart dot technology. What's that?
So on the rifle scope, I know you guys, I don't have one with me. I should have brought one. So you have the ability to adjust brightness on the right wind or the left windage knob. Now, granted, it does not adjust windage any way, shape, or form on that side of the knob. So you have numbers 1 through 10, and then you have dots in between those. The dots are your automatic off. Does not come on no matter what shape or form. The 1 through 10 are your brightness for your dot in the scope. So if you are in the low ready position and dot, doesn't matter 1 through 10, low ready, the dot's off. You bring it to the ready, dot comes on. That's what the smart dot is. Is it literally, once you change a certain elevation or degree, it kicks on. Instead of wasting battery of currently just being on or off. So you get the functionality of either doing just off or having the brightness of 1 through 10, but just the ability with the smart dot portion. You can either have it in the rest position, the low ready position, but once you're ready to shoot, it's on, and it will come on quickly.
All right. The next optic that we may be looking into, handgun red dots.
So actually, I just got off the horn with the factory, and we're looking into next year doing a red dot solely for handguns. Because that's something that I've been preaching for the past 2 years, even when I was on the telescope side. Yeah, 6-pack. I'm trying to get all that function on there for at least the parallax and stuff of that stuff listed. I'm only one person. I can only do so much.
Keep telling you I work for products.
Yeah. So I'm still working on the website as far as getting the parallax and all that stuff listed on the stuff that require the parallax and as long as second focal plane, first focal plane, and all that stuff. Because those are all questions that people ask, and I don't know why it's not on the website yet. I'm trying to fix it as fast as I can. But if you want to try it, find something that you want to try, I can always just send it to you. And if you don't like it, send it back. Simple. Easy. So what was the question, Paul, that you had on you were asking about?
Handgun red dots. I mean,
handgun red dots.
We're sitting there looking at, us people that are, in the retired age that are having a hard time seeing front sight rear sight and target at the same time.
Okay. We are looking into, probably won't be till next year, a red dot that has don't quote me on this, it's a 30 MOA outer circle and then a 2 MOA inner circle red dot
Okay.
for a handgun application or shotgun application if need be.
Make one with a 6 or an 8.
6 and an 8. Okay. Can do that. I can do that because it's still in the pre-production phase. I can do that.
Don't need the 30 millimeter circle around there, just a 6 or an 8 big dot where you can
See it.
come up and see it right away.
Yep. I'll send a note off right now.
The circle's nice for shotgunning.
And I think that's what, if there was a way to turn it off, the bigger circle, I think that would be a good approach.
Yeah. I like the fact that you've got such a wide range of options and wide range of pricing.
So we try to be, as far as wide range, now we're doing away with 3 of the lines. These are all binoculars, Kodiaks, Magnaviews, and Wings. We're introducing 2 other ones next year that are going to be replacing majority of those lines.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as far as price point, we want to be affordable to everybody. When I was in the Iowa Deer Classic, we took some Apex XP binos and we compared them to Vortex, believe it or not. And for some reason, people put down the Vortex.
Doesn't surprise me any.
Yeah, well, we try to be, so instead of paying $900 for a pair of binos that are 10x42s that are ED, we do $699 for 10x42s. They're ED glass. They're exceptional for what they are. And we try to be at a price point that everybody can afford, and you're not paying an arm and a leg and half your kid to get glass. That's the thing. So, and that's why Alpen tries to be the best as far as price point. And I actually just fixed a lot of the prices. So prices are actually probably going to start going down some on some things.
Prices to me, when I was looking through it, are looking pretty good.
The prices are good, but I'm also I'm trying to advocate to getting, that's some of the issue I've kept running into is not a whole lot of people know who Alpen is.
Yeah. And
that's something that I'm trying to combat on a dealer aspect and consumer aspect is, who is Alpen? How are you better than Vortex, Chavorsky, and all this other stuff? Vortex still a China-made company.
Yeah.
They just got a couple of their stuff to the military, and when you mess with military, you have to have a U.S. manufacturer. You ain't got no choice, no workaround on that. If you want to play with the big boys, you gotta spend the money and act like the big boy.
But at the same time, that scope that the military is looking at is going to be in the $4,000 to $5,000 range.
Oh God, yeah. There was one of my coworkers. I was comparing the red dots to see where we would be on that handgun one, Paul. As far as with the market, and oh God, EOTech.
Yeah. EOTech, yeah.
$800 for a red dot. But it does a whole lot more than just a red dot. But it's like, dear God.
Well, EOTech also, to be completely honest, is that's probably one of the models that the military is using.
Oh, it is. It's 100%. It's what they're using.
So you're talking something that, your average person isn't not going to need something that indestructible.
Well,
No.
you know, and at the same time, you're looking at EOTech is they're owned by, if I remember, a Lysen or something like that, which is another
Leica.
no, not Leica, Lysen
Oh.
or something like something by that name, which is another military defense contractor, and over. But you get down to their, you know, their top of the line military, which is their level 3, if I remember right. Then
Mhm.
you go down to 2, and then to 1, and then they got some, you know, some other ones that are in the, you know, basically the cheap stuff.
Yeah.
So, but the battery life on the 2 and the 3 is about 8 hours. So you're putting
That's impressive.
you know, you're putting a battery in there every 8 hours.
Yeah.
Especially if you're carrying the gun, because that way it's moving.
Correct. So Patrick, what big box stores are you in, or is it online only? Sorry, watching on my phone. Depends on what you call big box stores, or if you're referring to like a Bass Pro, Cabela's,
Sportsman's Warehouse.
We are in Sportsman's Warehouse. I think it's more drop ship,
Probably.
on that aspect. Stinking freaking bugs are everywhere down here. But no, not like the big main hunting stores. No, we are not. I'd love to get into them. Trust me, I would love to. I sure would. Ken Brown said, "What do I need to get Alpen to sponsor me?" Ken, talk to Sharinda. Sharinda knows all. So if you want the details on how that works, Ken, get with Sharinda. She can help you and show you the way. Ken, we have it's a Bresser Omni 5, and it is a red dot or a green dot.
Well, he's talking about a pistol optic now.
Oh, pistol optic. Okay.
Yeah.
I can definitely. I will shoot the factory over something.
And then Six Pack says, and he wants a blue dot, and you just got to tell him that too many people are colorblind to blue.
It's true. True. So what else do you wonderful folks have? And Sharinda, you're awfully quiet, and that's very concerning.
Tyler, I noticed you're on the 2024 exhibitor list for SHOT Show. Will you yourself be there?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, well, we'll have to drop by and do a interview.
We are at booth 13,000.
Okay.
Is what booth we're in.
Hey, Tyler, on there, that red dot that you're just talking about, is it going to be battery only or battery and solar?
We're still working on a solar one, but this one will be mainly battery.
Come with the cover.
Should. I'll make sure it does.
That's what, 5-year life probably?
On what?
The
The
battery?
battery.
Yeah, probably 5-year. On the solar, we've received the solar prototype 3 years ago. Haven't had to change the battery yet on the solar.
And that'd be shake to wake probably?
Nope. It's just constantly on.
Constantly on.
Is that for testing or is that by design?
That's mainly for testing. I mean, I'm probably going to have them put a hard switch in it because you got to turn it off somehow, or you're going to burn it out.
The diode goes, yeah.
Then once the diode goes, you're going to have to buy a new one because they're too much of a pain to fix. So yeah, it's definitely on the list of questions.
Shake awake, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's either shake awake, an auto brightness. I'd love to get an auto brightness function.
No.
No. Why?
Why? Because you go in from a light place to a dark place. It doesn't react fast enough, and you get this big flare.
Okay.
That's been my experience. Get it set at the lowest level you can see it and work with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makes sense. That makes sense.
And No, that's just from using it on an AR platform. It's just set it down till it's as low as you can use it, and then even going into a dark area with it, it'll be plenty bright.
Plenty bright, yeah.
I like Six Pack Project's comment. Optimal brightness is never the right brightness. I'm stealing that project. I'm sorry, I'm taking it. Auto brightness is okay, but save the cost and pass on it. Yeah, and I think that's kind of where I'm at. It's just one individual that's wanting it. He's mainly wanting it for hunting. That's it. But I'm trying to sell it to the everyday person, hunter, hunter.
He's going to figure out real quick that it's not very good even in a hunting situation.
Oh, he praises his burris though.
Hold on, let me do that a little louder. Okay,
There it is. I didn't hear the roll before.
Right.
Yeah.
So what other wonderful questions do you guys have for me? Come on.
So I like the fact that you've got the certified option or certified pre-owned on the Omni 5s.
Yes, the Bressers, correct.
Yep. So that was kind of cool.
Yep. Because every once in a while we do get people that don't know what they're doing. It's not what they wanted, and we can't sell them brand new, so we have to, CPOs, certified pre-owns, at that point, which is better for the consumer because it's a discounted rate, and then you get the same quality for it.
Do you get the same warranty?
With Bressers, they're 5 years. It's not like Alpen.
All right. So the last thing we're going to need to go through is the rangefinder binoculars.
Oh, here comes Sharonda. Here she goes. Here she goes.
I think that was actually my first interaction with Tyler about these, because this man sent me a nice old package, and I had the nerve to call him and tell him, I wanted ranging binos.
Yeah.
I don't use regular binoculars.
I don't use binoculars anymore. Who uses regular binos anymore?
Like, I don't have time for that.
That's so droll.
Make me cry. Let's go.
Make you cry. Okay. Something in the 10 power range, lightweight, nothing more than 28 millimeter objectives, and a good honest 1,000-yard range on them.
So that's good with currently what we got now. With those 673 LRs, they're 5,000 on hard targets.
Okay.
Yes, it's a 10 by 42, so it's bigger than what you want. I understand that. I'm assuming you're wanting the 28 because of just portability. I mean, granted, you're still getting 10 power in there because that's still a whole lot of glass, even at 28 mil.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of glass, but it's lighter weight than what you're talking, and your Sharenda, where's
Yes.
your binoculars are sitting there? You've got this set they're large, they're big, they're not compact enough for.
Well, these actually are, Paul, in comparison to the other ones that I have. There's a significant size difference. Tyler, do you care if I put them side by side so
No.
Paul can see?
No, ain't gonna hurt my feelings any. It just shows that we have superior product. Let's see. You ever going to offer straight power in the Alpen line? Straight power as in what, Patrick? Or
Presser.
project?
Well, like a 4 power or a 6 power, or is that what you're looking at? 6-pack project?
Is he talking about red dots still?
No,
Okay.
he's back to scopes.
Back to scopes. Now, I know Bresser has a 4x32. It's just, haven't had a whole lot of people interested, like a plain.
Nobody wants, nobody wants fixed powers anymore.
Not really. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I see we offer a yes, yeah, they do in Bresser. We do have a 4x32 in Bresser. If you also look at Hunter Specialties 6-pack, there's another one as well. How long does it take for you to get these things?
Well, seeing as how they were packed up because I'm only using my Alpen pressers, zip it.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry.
So both of these are 10x42s. These are the Bushnells. These are the Alpens.
Yeah.
There's a
Big difference.
Big difference.
Yeah.
And probably in weight too.
Yeah, the Alpens are a little bit lighter, but they still have some weight. But I mean,
But the Alpens have the rangefinder built in, don't they?
Yeah,
they both do, right?
They both do.
Oh, they both do.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are more compact.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. Something
Yeah.
small though, because it's
now
older you get, you know, and you were a Marine, so you know, no Army. Excuse me.
I was smart and I took the money, Paul.
Okay, all right. So, you know, ounces equal pounds, pounds equal pain.
Oh, I understand.
And that's and I'm too old to start traipsing through the Elkwoods again and mountains. But
how about what about an 8x42? Is that still too big?
No, that'd work. That would work.
So I can see about because Germany has an 8x42 rangefinder.
Same battery.
Everything's the same. It's Alpen. It's just an 8x version. Because again, we go back to the earlier conversation, Paul, about Europe hunters. Is they only use 8x42s. They only use 10x42s. That's it. They don't move with any. They don't go to 15 power, 12 power, nothing.
No.
I can see about getting an 8x42 here locally. If you want to send Sharinda your information, and then once I get it, I can let you try it out and see what you think, and go from there. It's about all I can really offer you. And if you want to buy it, we can sort something out later down the road.
Yeah, what I'm looking for is, because again, I'm not the hunter that I used to be, but
yeah,
for the new people that are coming up, trying to get them, you know, to have a light, handy option of a good set of binoculars at the same time having a rangefinder built into it.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying. You know, my big nowadays, my hunting is I shoot prairie dogs. I love to shoot prairie dogs.
There you go.
Okay. You know, and I'm one person that'll sit down and say, I'll go for a week and shoot 3,000 rounds. So I don't need a big set, even though I could bring them, but a small set is so much nicer. Pick it up, look at it, say, all right, that mound is, you know, 575.
Yeah.
Put it down, pick the gun up, turn the knob, pull the trigger, and hopefully my windage was right.
Yep. Let's see. How do we find out about so Ken, if you go to alpenoptics.com, the top of the search bar, just type in CPO and it'll give you the list of what we have, which I believe the only thing that we have is just the Bresser Omni 5s. So that tells you that Alpen doesn't really get returned a whole lot or anything. But that's how you would Google or search for certified pre-owns on the website.
Tyler, I'm looking at your site and I don't see where, like on a rifle scope, it tells you what type of reticle is, whether it's mil dot or.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm trying to get that. We jumped from one website to another. It used to be called BresserUSA.com. It confused a lot of people because Alpen, Bresser, two different entities. And we decided to make that jump this year way before it was even ready, in my opinion. And I've got notes in that desk, and I've just literally I have my photographer guys going in there, changing the websites piece by piece, the best that I can within the time restraint that I have. Because it's the parallax that's not there. It's either if it's MIL.dot, MOA, SCA, SCR, any of that stuff. What kind of windage turrets are they? Elevation turrets, all the jazz. None of that stuff is listed, and it bothers me to no end.
Yeah, because a lot of people are pretty specific in what they want. And that's
Especially when you're doing rifle scopes or any kind of competition shootings.
right.
They want to know what it is that makes it tick, essentially.
Right.
So, yes, I'm in agreement with you. I'm in agreement.
You're aware of it. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, I'm aware. I'm trying to get everything ready for SHOT Show for next year. I'm the sole person that's trying to get the booth ready. It's a 10 by 70 booth. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to take, who I'm wanting to invite, and all this jazz. So yeah, it's a little much for sure.
Okay.
Like the weight on the scopes. Exactly, Project. There's not even the weights aren't even on there.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah, I'm going to start doing that to get them on there. The code discount is not available for Vixen. Nope, Ken, it's only available for Alpen line, unfortunately. I mean, are you wanting to buy right now? If you're wanting to buy, are you wanting to buy that right now? I gotta look it up, and I can't even remember how much a blasted thing is. I don't like messing with Vixen that much. I'd rather promote the Alpen brand. Vixen, come on, rifle scopes. If you're wanting to buy it right now, I'll give you a discount code. I'll give you your special discount code. No,
You know what? You don't give me yeses this freely.
No, wife would tell me
Feeling some kind of way here.
Yep. No, Ken, it's only for Alpen products. I'll take one too. Mike, what's your credit card number? So yeah, that's. I mean, there's nothing wrong with Vixen stuff. It's just I'm trying to grow the Alpen brand essentially and get it to where it needs to be like the rest of them, and then I can work on Vixen. And I'm trying to get away from Bresser, to be honest. I'd rather just have two names and be done. So yeah. Any more questions, gentlemen? Sharinda?
I'm gonna give you a break today.
No, you're not.
Tomorrow. Well, I already got a list of stuff I'm gonna message you tomorrow on.
What about you, Nick? You got any questions?
Oh, you didn't talk about the new rangefinder.
I don't.
You're ranking them out.
We do have a new handheld rangefinder. If you go to the web page and type in 890 Lima Romeo, it will show you the new handheld 7x24 rangefinder. Now, you can't use the discount code on this because we're doing an early bird special. Retail is $299.99. Hard targets, oh God, don't quote me, 2,500 yards on hard targets, which is impressive for a little handheld one. The discount is $100 off for an early bird special.
Not bad. $200.
It's $300. Then you get $100 off. But yeah, $200. Yeah. That was the only scope that would fit my given need at this time. Well, Ken, I can help you out, man. I set up a payment plan for you. Something that your wife wouldn't figure out if need be. Do Morse code in the sky with some smoke signals.
There you go.
Would you be adding tripods in feature? Tripods for now, as far as Some of the spotting scopes come with a little desktop. I call them tabletop tripods.
Yeah.
Some of the spotting scopes come with those, the little tripods. Unless you're talking about anything more specific.
He's talking about something bigger.
Bigger?
Yeah. That's getting to be the with PRS competitions and that kind of stuff. A tripod can be used to hold a gun,
okay,
or to as a support for like say a rear stock hold. You put your fore end of your stock up on something, and then use the one of the tripod legs as a support for the buttstock.
Okay.
So
it's definitely something that we can look into, but you are honestly the first person, Ken, that has ever mentioned a tripod.
Oh shit.
I'd like to interject something here about tripods. Ken, I have 2 tripods that I use, one for my spotting scope, one for the chronograph. I bought them both at yard sales. That's what I would suggest you look for, Ken. If you want to try to, because I know you're worried about spending pennies, try yard sales. Spring's coming, try yard sales. I got 2 photographic quality tripods for less than $30.
I agree with you on that, Jim. We go to the local pawn shop, and I bought heavy-duty aluminum photographer ones for less than $10.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, Paul, we
What
offer.
did I get you that one for you that did recently? $1?
So you do offer spouse-friendly receipts. I like that. That's good.
Spouse-friendly receipts.
Mm-hmm.
So friendly, your wife will never see it.
Just don't refer to related podcast 470, 1 minute, 1 hour, 21 minutes, and counting.
Most of the photos are not heavy enough. Yeah.
Try the pawn shops, Ken.
Well, what he's saying is that most of the photo tripods that are out there,
they're
not rated for much over 12, 13 pounds.
Okay. Yes and no. I have a camera tripod back here. And this one is rated for 30 pounds.
Yep.
Wow.
This one.
Yeah.
That's professional quality is what that is.
It is, but I mean, it didn't cost no more than a couple $100.
Yeah. But he's looking for something that's not going to have what I call surveyor type legs, and going to be a tube type that'll it'll be screw type locks, and can hold a 17 to 19 pound rifle.
What he probably needs to look into is carbon fiber, but unfortunately, that's where it gets a lot pricier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
A lot pricier.
You can get an entry-level bog for about $150.
It's true.
Yeah.
True.
I got one, but it's also heavy as heck, though.
Well,
Yeah. But I'm also teapot size, so.
Manfrotto. Yep, Manfrotto. Oh my goodness.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I have to work the midnight shift tonight.
Lucky you.
Nap.
Poor thing. You poor thing.
Yeah, since I have to work a extra job and sell a kidney to get this thermal monocular.
Hey, it's not you wanted it, not me.
Well, you showed it to me and you knew I was gonna want it.
Hey, that's his job,
He's got to earn his paycheck somehow.
Have the Bresser bring that straight power shotgun scope with you to Alpen. I just have something to complete the Leopold's FX series. I'll think about it. I'll think about it 6-pack for sure.
I just saw the Tech Light headlamp.
Oh,
those things are awesome.
Oh, I have one for each pack and one in my car and one in my purse. Don't ask no questions.
So, quick question on the game cameras. There's one that comes with the card, one without. But my question is on that, do they both have the time and date stamp?
Just one. If you look at both of them, you're looking for the code on the SKU for TS. So if you see TS, that's the timestamp.
So my guess is the 4-pack probably does not have the timestamp.
It should have the timestamp on that one. Outdoor accessory.
I didn't see that on the website.
So the 5 megapixel game camera, time, date, and stamp. No, I'm sorry. The 4-pack does not.
That's what I
I'm
thought.
sorry.
So
4-pack does not. But I mean, for $70,
right.
You can't beat it.
Why was I not told about this sale?
It's been going on for 3 weeks or 3 months.
Yes, you didn't tell me about this sale.
You didn't get the email?
No,
Then whose fault's that?
yours.
No, I don't do the emails.
What the hell? Point me to who I need to nag at.
Lord.
Well, Sharon, I'm going to go with you if you don't mind. I'm going to call it a night myself.
All right.
I mean, you be good.
Night, gentlemen. Tyler.
Bye, Sharonda.
Support the Second Amendment, guys, always.
Every day.
Good night, Sharonda. Good night, Jim.
All right.
Let's see. This Pinky shares third shift rules. Oh God, I couldn't do third shift anymore. Oh God, no. God no. And the bad thing is, I'm looking for another job. I couldn't do third shift. No, I did that for so long with Tyson Foods. I'm not doing it again. No, it's rough.
Nope. Yeah, I did it for the Ho Chunk Bingo Hall that's here in Madison.
Mhm.
Not doing that ever again. So
No, it's tough. So what other stuff you guys interested at or about?
I saw that pop-up blind if I didn't have a bunch already.
Yeah, that's going to be the pain in the butt part with those tripods is especially carbon fiber. You're gonna pay.
Yeah, and that's without the head.
Hypothetically, I have similar something to that. I'd have to find it. Oh, there it is, back there. One of the legs, I can't. It's missing a piece or something's broke. I mean, if you can have it, if you can fix it.
Sweet.
I mean, because I'm not. It's literally just sitting in the corner. I'm not using it anymore. Not using it at all. And it's carbon fiber. It supports a crap ton of weight, and it doesn't cost you $1,100.
Not including the head.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the head. It's just it's regular. It's got 3/8 thread plate on the top. So yeah, unfortunately, however much the head is, what, a couple $100 roughly.
4.
Oh well, again, you're not spending $1,100 on a tripod.
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean,
Ken says it's a deal.
Arca rails are anywhere from $400 to $1,500 for the head.
Good
yes.
God. So Ken, if you want to send Sharinda your information, I can set up I can just send them to you. It comes with it's actually right back there. It's right there. It comes in a nice little carry case too. It's just one of the legs. It's one of the little inner clasps are broken. I can't get parts for it anymore. Maybe you'll have a better deal with it. I have no idea. But that is, if you're not extending it all the way, you don't have to worry about it. So, invoice for 2. God, Sharinda's buying game cameras now.
One thing, maybe I'm overlooking it. Is there? You guys don't have a binocular with a camera built in, do you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Well, if you think about it, the thermal rifle scope will have one, and the handheld thermal monocular will have a camera.
Okay.
They have cameras and they have the ability to record. So you can go back at a later date pull it off there with the USB that we provide for you in the kit, and yeah, you can pull it from there.
Okay.
Right. I think we had a lot of interesting comments, and
Yeah.
um,
I have about 7 things on my list now that I want to buy.
Sorry.
only.
Not sorry.
Well, there's more that I'd like to buy, but I know I won't be able to afford. So, yeah.
Well, if you ever get to that point and you need to sample something,
I'm
maybe-
always willing to T&E stuff.
do you write reviews or anything for anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Who do you write for?
We'll do reviews for Firearms Radio Network. Plus, we do reviews on here from
Okay.
time to time.
Okay.
So
that may be something that I can push for certain individuals. My boss, essentially.
Yeah.
And if you're wanting, if I ever get the thermal rifle scope, because I can see if I can send you a sample to borrow, not to have,
yes,
to do a review. And I mean, as long as you're honest with it, I'm not paying you to do whatever. I'm just, you give me your honest review. It's all I want.
absolutely.
And then post it wherever. Now, if it's a completely crap review, yeah, don't post it. But
I have the same
Yeah.
policy. I have the same policy as We Like Shooting does.
Yeah.
If I test a product and it's garbage or there's issues and stuff,
Mhm.
I will reach out to the manufacturer and say, so I tested this. This is what I found.
Good.
Before I ever post anything. That's
So you
one
product
of those,
test the hell out of it before you do anything.
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, then I have no problems with that, and I can always talk to the higher ups and convey them to do the same thing.
Yeah.
Plus, I can just again do a sample type of deal where you just borrow it for 3 to 6 months, do an extensive review, let us know what you think, and bam.
Yeah.
Then you just send it back. And don't forget, Paul says that they offer spousal-friendly receipts.
It's always a good thing.
It is. It is.
So
Well, Tyler, I think we'll let you get heading.
yeah,
That's fine. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm going to go probably eat and then drink some more adult water.
There you go.
there you go. Yeah, you limited yourself to 2. I was surprised.
I didn't want to be too rude and just constantly crack one open. You know.
I'll get you a barley pop.
Yeah, I got to get a barley pop.
Nice.
Yeah. So, gentlemen, it was fun.
It's been a pleasure.
Don't forget, guys, that you can use the code RELOAD23 on anything that is Alpen related. And you can also use it for as long as you want, because I don't plan on retiring it for at least till the end of the year, maybe.
Okay. Sounds good.
So it's a long while.
Appreciate that.
And if you guys want to email me, just get with Sharinda. She can give you my details. And then that way, if you want to offer any more questions, Paul, you can. You can always just shoot them over.
Yep.
And there again, Nick, Sharinda, and Chris will look you up at SHOT and do a booth review.
With
Absolutely.
booth number 13,000. Can't miss us. It's a big 10 by 70 booth.
That is a big booth.
Yeah, it is.
It's not the
That's
biggest, but it's a
I
big
know
booth.
it's a big booth.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
See, after dealing with you guys and Sharinda, can you blame them for wanting to drink?
No, I
These guys
can't blame
are
him at all.
good. These guys are okay. That's Sharinda, though. She's a handful, but no, I mean she
She's
keeps me
alright.
on my toes. That's for dang sure.
Yep.
She keeps me on my toes. But gentlemen, I appreciate it. I appreciate the invite. I hope to do it again.
Absolutely.
sir,
Yeah, especially
you have a good
next time
evening.
anytime you launch something,
Yep.
you got the email. Give me a holler and we'll have you on.
All right, gentlemen. You guys take
Sure.
care and have a good night.
All right.
Good
Take care.
night, sir.
Have a good one.
All right. That was fun.
Yeah,
So,
Good show.
that was a very informative and profitable
I don't know if it's
interview.
going to be profitable for me. It's going to be profitable for him.
Well, I mean, for the podcast, as far
Right.
as
Oh, yeah.
and giving them suggestions of products that I don't know if they're all going to fly or whatever. That's up to him. But we our listeners here and have put a lot of stuff out there for him.
Yeah.
So
And 15% off with that code. That's not bad at all.
no,
That's awesome.
no. So
Yeah. So, speaking of sponsors of the show and stuff, I want to talk about Patriot Patch Company. So they have an amazing selection of patches. They've got shirts, stickers, signs, cleaning mats. So cleaning mats are actually really good quality. They've got magnetic patch panels you can put on your fridge or your gun safe. They've got a wall patch panel. They've got the Velcro patch, the Velcro peel and sticks. So they've actually even got a patch holder with malice clips attached. So, but they make all sorts of different stickers, and usually if they make a patch, they make a sticker. They've got all sorts of stuff. Give them a look. Shirts, a lot of the patches they also make shirts for. My personal favorite is the I roll my own, but I'm biased, so. But
I think that's why we're all here. We all roll our own.
yep. So, yep, and the lovely patch of the month for October. Nobody but taking me R15. So that's pretty awesome. Not so much on my reading of it, but the patch itself is pretty good. So he's got a EOTech on there. Looks like a 512 with a 3x magnifier behind it. Flip up backup sights. So sorry, Squeaky's back, aka the bold disappearer. Good grief, dog. So, but yeah, Jake and Ryan come up with some pretty awesome stuff. So there we go. And then we've got our other sponsor, forpatriots.com. So, we're heading into winter, and what's the biggest problem with winter? Snow. What's the biggest problem with snow? It's heavy, weighs down power lines. So you gotta plan for that stuff, and you definitely need power in the winter if you lose backup power, if you lose power, because otherwise you don't have any heat.
Yeah, well, it's the wires in my driveway. I don't know if they're going to keep the snow down without electricity. So,
Yep. So you should take a look at forpatriots.com. Their Patriot Patch or Patriot Power Generator 2000X. It's solar powered, so that means you can run it inside.
Yep.
So because it's all electric, no gas. So,
just one thing you got to remember to put the panels outside in order to get sunlight. They don't work inside.
oh, that's my problem. Nope.
Yep.
So, but check them out. They got a bunch of other stuff. They've got EMP bag kits, solar panels. You can buy just the panels themselves. They've also got battery backup stuff like that. They've got some water purification stuff, and one of the big things is food. We've got different food. They're running deals all the time. They've got emergency go tote. They've got an all-in-one car emergency kit. 3 months survival, 6 months, 1 year. You can make your own food kits too. So they've got even just the 72 hour. So all sorts of good stuff.
Paul, that's why you're having a problem with them, because you have them in the basement.
Puppy dog.
The panel's got to be outside, not in the basement.
Yeah. So, they've got a solar cooker, so you can, so if you want to use that to heat your water for your for your survival food. It
That's,
appears Nick's under attack.
that's the most action Nick's got in a long time.
Well, that's because he didn't give Candy his new address.
Yeah.
We should get around to doing that. She said she'd pay $100 for it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just remember, Nick, we kid because we care.
Yeah, I got a dog sit tonight.
Whose doggy is that?
It's my sister's.
You should get your own doggy.
Hazel,
And
come
then
here.
See, you get a dog, and then you need to get a dog for your dog. That's how that
I've
works.
heard that. They're more calm when they got another dog around.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
I want a law. I'm gonna get a lab when I get a dog.
absolutely. Labs rock. So,
A lot of times they're just
Gee,
calm. That's the nice thing about them.
GSP.
well, not for the first
It depends.
year and a half.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna get a pup.
Yeah,
GSP.
you're biased.
I know,
So am I.
but
Biased.
he's in perfect hunting country for a GSP.
This is true.
I don't do upland game hunting. Oh, Hazel, don't you dare rip that. He's got my social security card.
That dog loves to play tug of war.
That's awesome. Hazel, don't you rip that, and his screen goes black.
Oh my God. All right. I had it in my
You're not
wallet, and I
gonna
just
believe
took it out
that
last
later
night
out,
to
Nick.
go put it in the safe. And
Yeah.
put it back in there for
Hey,
now.
well, 6-pack project. I can't comment whether you're an idiot or not, but because you have beagles doesn't make you an idiot.
Oh,
So
no.
beagles are pretty awesome.
She's still a pup.
Yep. So, all right, gang. Well, I think we'll wrap this up. Nice, good, long show.
Yep.
Lots of
Yeah.
good information. I don't think we really actually covered why it's important to have good optics, though. We'll have to do that in another show. So, but yeah, definitely see some stuff I want to buy. I forgot to mention that for those of you who didn't go to Alpen's website, they actually have you actually have the option of, come on, where'd it go?
No.
You can do 4Pay with Shop Pay. So you can space out your stuff. So
Thank you, Oder.
yeah, thank you, Oder. So but yeah, they've got a 5 megapixel game camera 4-pack for $70. That screams public land hunting. You put them up, and if somebody steals them, you're not on much.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, so make sure you check them out, alpenoptics.com. That's reload 23 on Alpen products only. So you don't get that on the Bresser or the Vixen, just on the Alpen stuff. So make sure you check out forpatriots.com, Patriot Patch Company. And check out the rest of the shows on the Firearms Radio Network. That's firearmsradio.net. Wow, I just screwed that up. Firearmsradio.net. Anyway, yeah, we're done. On that note, keep your brass shiny.
Teach
Jump
them
on
shoot and
the
reload.
little short bus.
Teach them shoot and reload when they're young.
Grandpa said, "Don't listen to your mama. Violence does solve problems." Go ahead, Nick.
Oh, jump on the little short bus.
How appropriate. Oh my goodness. Anyway, as Sharenda says, make sure you teach a lady to reload, let her pinch off your stash. And Jim says, support Second Amendment, however you want to do that. Local groups, national groups, do your homework, do your checking. So Second Amendment Foundation is always a good group in my personal opinion. So, and if you're struggling, 988 or 1-800-273-8255, reach out, get some help. Definitely need you here. So thanks everyone, and good night.